Lieutenant?
Scott, I want to compliment you on your office. It's very impressive.
Well, thank you. What can I do for you? Dora, as soon as the directors arrive, would you please send them right in?
Actually, I just came here to apologize, so it'll only take a second.
Apologize for what?
I thought I upset you yesterday. I regret that. However, what's done is done. What, you happen to see this?
Oh, yes, I heard about that. She was a very pretty girl, wasn't she?
You didn't happen to know her, did you? No, I only asked because she was Mr. Lang's secretary.
As a matter of fact, we did meet once. Just the other day, she was with David at a fashion show. We spoke, but that's all. Why?
Just thought maybe you could help me, that's all. I'll tell you, this guy, David Lang, he's the toughest nut to crack I've ever run into. But listen, never mind. That's my problem.
Well, there was nothing wrong with this, Shirley Blaine's death, was there?
Well, in a bad car accident like that, it's kind of hard to tell, but one of the doctors, he thought her eyes were sort of dilated.
Well, what does that mean?
Could be drugs, quick-acting poison. You know what I found out? I found out that they actually use poisons when they make cosmetics. Belladonna, aconite.
Not that much anymore, Lieutenant.
No, huh? Not anymore. Well, there was one thing they found. A copy of an enormous check from Mr. Lang to a fellow named Harry Smith. What was funny about this is that the bank tells me that Mr. Lang drew this check the morning before Mr. Lessing was murdered and brought it back, put it back into his account the afternoon after he was murdered.
Well, what does David say?
What does the clam say?
Well, his closet is rather full of snakes. Once he opens his mouth on anything. No, but really, Lieutenant, I think just because David was once a chemist himself doesn't mean that he would try to use drugs on anything as horrible as that.
He was a chemist. Well, that might be very helpful to me. Thank you. That just might help me. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm going to get out of your hair, Miss Scott. I see you have other things to do.
Bye-bye.
Say, I was going to show you something funny. Doesn't that look awful? But I tell you, it sure stops the itching. Incidentally, that was poison ivy. My nephew got the report in this morning.
Oh, you poor thing.
But I tell you, that's not the funniest part. Here's the funny part. You know, the problem was, where did I get the darn stuff? Because they don't have any here in California. Except maybe in one place. Lessing's place. Hard to believe.
What are those?
Oh, we always take a lot of photographs, so you don't want to see that. Here we are. I guess what Mr. Lessing did was, I guess he had a second job and he worked for a medical lab every once in a while.
Yeah, that looks like Latin.
But I couldn't guess that because I only taken Spanish. But you know what that means?
Not poison ivy.
Exactly. That's the extract of poison ivy. That's called urushiol. And that's the stuff that makes your hand itch. Now, he must have had a jar, somewhere around the apartment and somewhere I must have touched it. So I sent a whole crew of guys out there now, and they're going to comb that place and see whether they can come up with that. You have the time? Oh, wait a minute. I think I have one. Oh, dear. Miss Scott, I want to thank you for being so patient. And I want to thank you for being so nice yesterday.
Oh, anytime, Lieutenant. Goodbye.